Have you ever wondered how a man as infamous as Adolf Hitler rose to power in a cultured society like early 20th century Germany? Born into humble beginnings, Hitler spent his youth as a struggling artist before he was thrust into the trenches of World War I. After the war, he traded his paintbrush for politics, using his captivating speeches to draw in the disillusioned and desperate. The economic turmoil of the 20s and 30s provided fertile ground for his rise. Hitler and his Nazi party promised stability, prosperity, and a return to former glory. His charisma and promises resonated with the masses, and in 1933, he was appointed chancellor. From a struggling artist to the helm of a nation, this unassuming man had become a dictator, setting the stage for one of history's darkest chapters. Hitler, now in power, began setting his grand yet destructive vision into motion. The man's reign was characterized by a relentless pursuit of power, marked by a series of policies designed to consolidate his control. Hitler's government implemented the Enabling Act, granting him the power to enact laws without the involvement of the Reichstag, effectively making him a dictator. Under his rule, anti-Semitic laws were introduced, stripping Jews of their rights and marking the beginning of a dark chapter in human history. The Nuremberg Laws, as they were known, laid the groundwork for the Holocaust, a systematic genocide that would claim the lives of 6 million Jews. With his power unchallenged at home, Hitler turned his sights abroad. World War II began with the invasion of Poland in 1939, a display of Hitler's aggressive foreign policy and his commitment to the expansion of the Third Reich. The world was introduced to the Blitzkrieg or lightning war tactics that saw Nazi Germany achieve a series of rapid victories across Europe. Yet it wasn't just the military prowess that shocked the world, but the sheer brutality of Hitler's reign. Concentration camps and mass exterminations became synonymous with Nazi Germany, a chilling testament to the depths of human cruelty under a tyrannical regime. The world watched in horror as Hitler's reign wreaked havoc across Europe. But as the saying goes, pride comes before a fall. Hitler was no exception. The tide of World War II began to turn against Hitler and his Nazi regime. The failed invasion of Soviet Russia in the harsh winter of 1941 was a crucial turning point. Hitler had underestimated the resilience of the Soviet people and the brutality of the Russian winter. The German army was unprepared, and they suffered heavy losses. The invasion ended in a disastrous retreat. Then came the Allied D-Day invasion in June 1944. The beaches of Normandy became the stage for one of the largest amphibious military assaults in history. The Allies broke through Hitler's Atlantic Wall, marking the beginning of the end for the Third Reich. During these final years, Hitler's health was rapidly declining. He became increasingly erratic, his judgment clouded by his failing health. The once powerful and feared leader was reduced to a shadow of his former self. The Nazi regime crumbled under the weight of its own atrocities and the relentless advance of the Allies. On the 30th of April 1945, Adolf Hitler committed suicide in his bunker in Berlin. A week later, Germany unconditionally surrendered, marking the end of World War II. The reign of Adolf Hitler, a man once cheered by the masses, had ended in the ruins of a devastated Berlin. The rise and fall of Adolf Hitler, a tale of ambition, power, and destruction, leaves us with profound lessons. It's a stark reminder that unchecked ambition, particularly when coupled with charisma, can lead to horrific outcomes. Hitler's rise was fueled by his charismatic appeal, which he used to manipulate the masses and spread his destructive ideologies. His fall, however, teaches us the importance of standing against injustice. It shows us that no matter how powerful a tyrant may seem, they are never invincible. It reinforces the belief that justice, though sometimes delayed, is inevitable. Moreover, Hitler's story warns us of the dangers of complacency and indifference. It urges us to take action, to question authority, and to never let fear silence our voices. Let us remember, history is a stern teacher, and its lessons, though harsh, help us shape a better future. The story of Hitler's rise and fall is a stark reminder of the potential consequences when we forget these lessons. From the chilling tales of history we learn valuable lessons. Stories like Hitler's offer us insight into the perils of unchecked power and the importance of standing up against injustice. But the journey doesn't end here. If you found this video insightful and wish to delve deeper into the annals of history, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Together we can learn, remember, and hopefully prevent history from repeating its darkest hours.